Hello middle schoolers, it's Mr. Geoff, your Edible Schoolyard kitchen teacher, back at it again with you on our wellness series. This is the second video in our series here, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about mindful breathing. So last week we kind of talked about mindful awareness and being aware of our body and each part of our body, our shoulders, our neck, our head, our knees, our ankles, and bringing that awareness to our body. But there's a component to life that we do every single day, multiple times an hour, and aren't always aware of. It can speed up when we're sad or when we're anxious or angry. It can kind of slow when we're more calm, but it's something that we don't always pay attention to, and that's our breath, breathing, and the process of breathing. When we bring awareness to our breath, it allows us to connect to our life force, right? Our breathing, what keeps us going each and every day. If we weren't breathing air, probably have some problems there, right? So that mindful aspect of our breathing and bringing awareness and attention to our breathing can help us in calming ourselves when times are stressful or things are challenging, when we're angry or upset and don't know how to work through that, or just in our day-to-day life of maybe clearing our thoughts or finding space within our breath. So this video is going to require us to all take a nice seated position. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I have my mat here in our kitchen, and I'm lucky to have this nice little space to be able to crisscross my legs in any way you like. You can crisscross applesauce and kind of ground your hips and what are called your sit bones into the ground here, and find a nice seated position where you can elevate your spine, where you can kind of find that healthy arch, but we're kind of reaching up towards the sky here. And we're gonna take our shoulders like we did last video, and we're gonna take these shoulders and just kind of roll them back a little bit. That's gonna help us open up our chest for our breathing. So in this process, we have to bring that awareness, well, to our breath, right? So part of that starts with just finding a comfortable seated position, opening up those shoulders a little bit, rolling them back and opening the chest, and then just kind of listening to your breath. I'm going to take a moment here, and I'm going to listen to my breath, and then I'm going to rejoin you after you do the same, and we'll kind of connect and see how we can get deeper into finding new ways to breathe, to calm ourselves, and bring that additional awareness to our everyday life. So in listening to my breath there, I had kind of a short but nice inhale through the nose. I held it for maybe about 1 to 2 seconds, and then I blew my breath out pretty quickly through my mouth. That process is a pretty standard process for starting to become more aware of our breath. So how did we breathe in? Through our nose, through our mouth? Either or, right? Some of us breathe better through our nose, some of us breathe better through our mouth. So bringing awareness to how we're inhaling. And then how does it feel when we hold it? If you hold your breath for just a second, do you feel tightness? Do you feel an expansion? What do you feel? And then on the exhale, are you exhaling really fast and forcefully? Or are you exhaling slowly and kind of methodically? So I'll give you one more chance to take a breath in, hold it for a moment, and then let that breath out. So let's do that together. So let's breathe in, and then we'll hold, and then let's let that breath out. So how did that feel? I want you to think about this. So at the end of this video, when I come back to you on our live Zoom, we can talk a little bit about how that breathing process felt. So now that we can kind of see, okay, breathe in, inhale, hold, and exhale, we can learn the process of breathing from our stomach on the inhale. So we're going to start with our stomach here and breathe into our chest on the inhale, and then we'll hold it. And then we'll let it out from chest back to stomach. So, and if you do that, you can make it sound kind of like a nice ocean wind, just kind of blowing over the waves. But let's try to slow our breathing a little bit. Let's try to do some counting with it. So with our breathing, we can do a 4 count on our inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 7 count on our hold, if we can. If we can. Please don't push yourself too hard. If you can only do a 4 count on your hold or a 2 count on your hold, that's okay. Then we'll hold it for that moment. Then our exhale, let's try to exhale for twice as long as it took us to inhale. So an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do it together. Are you ready? So we're gonna roll those shoulders back a little bit. Open that chest up, and we're gonna breathe in on a 4 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. From that stomach to that chest. And we're gonna hold for as long as we can, but let's try a 7 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're gonna exhale from chest to stomach on an 8 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So now that we've kind of explored our breathing in kind of a controlled counting way, I want to talk to you just a little bit about something called alternate nostril breathing. And what this is a process. Let's make this sign. I know many of you have probably seen this in your classrooms when you're agreeing with someone, but we're actually going to use our thumb and our pinky in this exercise, and we're going to alternate breathing in through our different nostrils. So on our first one, we can breathe in, and then we'll exhale through the mouth. Then we'll switch that pinky over this nostril and breathe in through the other nostril. And then we'll breathe out through our mouth. Then we can switch that other nostril with the thumb, that right nostril. All right, let it out. Then we'll take that pinky again over the left nostril. Breathing in and exhaling. So alternate nostril breathing is a really cool way for us to help open up our sinuses and also strengthen our breath, because we're limiting our breathing to just one nostril. If you can't do that, it's totally okay. However, we can all breathe together in meaningful ways. So this lesson today really is to teach you ways to find your breath, to become aware of your breath, and to allow you to use that to work through challenging or difficult times, or also just find peace throughout your day. So I'm going to give us just a moment here to go through one more round of breathing, and we'll try 4, 7, 8, inhale, hold, exhale. Then we'll do 2 rounds of our alternate nostril breathing. And after that, we can rejoin together in our Zoom call and maybe discuss a little bit about your thoughts on mindful breathing and the way in which maybe you could use this in your own lives or in your own kind of experiences. So we'll go ahead and start, roll our shoulders back, and we're going to lift the crown of our head just like last time with that body mapping and the mindful awareness. And And we're just gonna lift that crown up to the sky, roll our shoulders back. We'll breathe in on a 4 count. And we're gonna hold or and then we're gonna exhale. All right. Now that we've gone through that breath one more time, let's do 2 sets of our alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to do that same thing and roll our shoulders back, lift that crown of our head all the way up, pushing it up towards the sky. And we're going to use that thumb on our right nostril and our pinky here on our left nostril. Now keep in mind, I want you to wash your hands when you are done with this. We shouldn't be touching our nose and our face unless we're doing exercises like this. So start with the right here and we'll breathe in. Then we'll hold that and let it out. Let's open up that right nostril and plug that left one with our pinky. Inhaling and holding and exhaling. Awesome. We're going to go one more time. All right. And then let's shift one more time here. Hold that inhale. Now exhale. All right. I'm going to go ahead and find a comfortable standing position. And I just want to thank you all so much for being open to learning a little bit more about something that I'm passionate about, but also something that can benefit you in your lives. And to be able to offer you like professional quality instruction on mindfulness and on gentle movement, it makes me really happy to share that with you. So however you can integrate these things into your life or your family's lives, or in ways that can just help you be your best self. If learning how to breathe better or bringing more awareness to your body, your breath, your mind, if that can improve your life in any small way, that's my hope for this. So I want to thank you all again. It's Mr. Geoff in your Edible Schoolyard Kitchen, and I'm so appreciative to be able to offer and share this with all of you. So thank you, middle schoolers, and let's get back to our Zoom call.